Welcome back to beating Elden Ring with all 402 weapons, and today the magic will give us Butchering Knife. Butchering Knife is my 10th great axe out of 14 in this series. It drops from Anastasia after you beat her at Mount Gelmir. For some reason it drops with Sacred Infusion, but with no Ash of War. It has a heal on hit effect, and it is infusible, and while it's technically a dex weapon, heavy infusion can still be better than keen, because you get bonus damage with strength while two-handing. But it depends what you're doing with the weapon. We chose Samurai as the starter class, and it was once again time to start another run. For new viewers, here are the rules of the challenge. But now, sit back and enjoy the show. I guess we do basic setup and then we head straight to Mount Gelmir. If I were to go lore accurate, I think I would just use Wild Strikes, because Anastasia uses Wild Strikes. Yeah, also uses Prayerful Strikes in the other location. Honestly, that could be a fun Ashufar. Like, it's pretty good Ashufar, and it also has a heal thing, right? So it makes sense. Prayerful Strikes just might be the Ashufar. Also, shut up, Connect. Okay, poop hole. Watch me get the whiffless run today. Surely today is the day. Let's go all the way to Mount Gelmir now. Also, what up, Topes? We're doing Anastasia cosplayers. Also, the charge heavy kinda sucks. I haven't even used it yet, but I know what it looks like because I've used that same charge heavy with some Godrick swords. So yeah, that charge heavy kinda sucks, so we're gonna use Prayerful Strike as our charge heavy because that also has a really good poise damage. It's honestly kinda perfect. Yeah, we do need to actually kill Anastasia. Let's get some Vig before we start fighting. Nah, 20 Vig will be fine. Let's level some decks as well. We might go keen. We will be focusing on the Asher farm, and I think if we use the Asher farm, we will get more damage with keen than heavy. Gonna die to this dog. Or I'm gonna die to Anastasia. Yeah. Well, there goes Deathless. I'm not really that surprised. This isn't that easy to do low leveled, actually. Yeah, like, fantastic. Okay. Now we should be fine, I think. Okay, this also just isn't that easy. Gotta be careful with them. Oh. Nice. At least I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a bleed. Doesn't have a heal. Sacred Butchering Knife, yeah. But that's not the name of the weapon. We just have Sacred Infusion. First things first, we need to upgrade. So let's get the bell bearing. Drip is going to be what Anastasia was. So Finger Maiden Drip. I mean, it looks kind of cool. But in all honesty, it's probably quite shit. Because there's roars. Bang. Goodbye. I can see the heal on hit. Alone, it's not that much, but I mean, like, on just regular melee hit. Don't. Oh my god. It was so risky for no reason. %1 per hit, yes. Once again, the money problem. Let's just do Night's Cheese, I guess. There we go. +8. Yeah. Alright, watch this. Easy first try. Or second try. Yeah, it's much faster. So if you want to actually hit it like this, you get a pre-hit, basically. Like that. And we'll do standard, not sacred. For now, standard anyways. Okay, now the drip. That was an excellent timing. Just freaking perfect. We got what we want. Oh yeah, there's no gloves. Yeah, that works. Now, Dexter and Variochar, and then time for match. Can I say a human-sized butchering knife is kind of funny, also kind of terrifying. Oh, I'm stupid. Of course, I can't get Variochar. Fuck. Well, we'll have to wait until Radahn, or post Radahn actually. Start with Ritual Sword then, that'll be fine. I've been to Aldous, so he won't be at Moonveil Cave either. Surely this hits. Ooh. Damn. Damn, no stamina to dodge. Even with Axe Talisman, the charge of it was actually less damage than Brave Full Strike right now anyways. How is it possible that you recovered from that so quickly? Alright. We start with Ritual Sword then. It's fine. Dex and green spill, whatever. How? What was that fucking turn? You don't do that usually.
Well, now of passing skin. Warrior blood must
Oh, nice dagger.
run in thy veins.
Yeah, he also has this jump heavy. But the jump heavy isn't as bad. I feel like. It's also kind of funny. I don't know what to use as the second talisman now that I can't access Variochar. Need to grab this Sweat Blade anyways, so might as well continue to Claw Talisman, I guess. Gonna go Keen for a change. I mean, for the Ashrafa, Keen is better. I think, anyways. For everything else, Heavy would actually be better and leveling Strength, but we also have some Dex levels, more than Strength. So yeah, let's do Keen. And time for Godrick. I'm always so awkward when I don't get that. Yeah, nice riposte, mate. Gotta say, the base damage seems really low at the moment. The SR5 damage is okay. But apart from that... Also, watch this. Hell yeah, easy game for babies. Again. Huge carving knife made to cleanly butcher the human body. Signature weapon of the Ogress Anastasia. What the hell? I've never seen that Ogress word combined with Anastasia before. Known to have eaten countless tarnished while disguised as a finger maiden. Alright, next bell bearing. Upgrade before Redaniel, and then finally after that we can get Warrior Charm. I guess we are mainly spamming the Ashafar today, heavily building around that. That's plus 12. Big boy Radahn. Damn. No. Okay. I'm getting the worst possible RNG here, but whatever. There we go, huge healing. The thing is, I almost want to get hit a lot today because I want to use Dash of 4 a lot. But it feels dumb to use Dash of 5 if I'm at full health, even though it isn't, because it's the best possible damage I can get per one hit anyways. Okay, nice whiff. This is a messy Radahn fight. Ooh. You could have not done it a little bit earlier, Blind. Gotta remember that I also don't have great armor. What? What the fuck even happened there? Apparently I'm washed. Jesus fucking Christ. Last time I died to Radahn 3 times was probably 2024. Okay, there we go. What the hell? That was actually rather embarrassing. As I said, I don't remember when was the last time I died to him that many times. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. The damage is quite low though, I gotta say. It's funny how I'm using Prayerful Strikes with the worst weapons of their class, basically. I also used Prayerful Strikes with... what's the name of the weapon again? Celebrant's Skull, which was one of the worst Great Hammers there is. What makes it even funnier is the fact that Prayerful Strikes actually scales off the weapon AR. So I've yet to actually use it with a proper weapon. Probably have to use Prayerful Strikes for a 3rd time, and actually a good weapon for once. Yeah, it really has a low damage. It's kind of crazy, actually. I'm actually surprised how low the damage is. I didn't think any Great Axe could actually have this bad base damage. Are we leveling Dex now? I guess so, yes. Well, no Goldfrey. There's so many whiffs with this weapon actually. What up, Norvik? Funny but shit. Big knife today, yes. Nice. More decks, yes. And for fourth talisman, I don't know. For now, maybe green turtle. If we go to the DLC, then we can find a better talisman from there, but I'm not even sure whether we go to the DLC at all. Are you fucking kidding me? That doesn't hit in time. Wow. Well, dead to this guy as well. Well, the weapon isn't great. Also just a bad day and slightly unlucky. But I'm almost ready to say that this is the worst Great Axe. At least the worst I've used. Yes, even worse than Anchor, believe it or not. At least Patches gets 2-tapped. Yeah, the Black Gargoyle Great Axe was also... I think I used that, right? Yeah, Gargoyle's Black Axe. But yeah, Gargoyle's Black Axe was... ass. There's some stinkers among the Great Axes, it seems. There's a lot of very, very good ones, but also some stinkers. That was also the very first Great Axe I even used. Anyways, ready for Morgott. Oh yeah, Gargoyle's Black Ass run was also the 100 run. Right, that's kind of funny. I forgot. I mean, yes, once again, this is like, it's not actually a shit tier weapon such as Earthly Great Bow or Hand Ballista or anything. It's just, I'm comparing it to others in its class. And not melee weapons, and yeah, it's definitely not great. It's just really mid. Actually, even worse than mid. Plus 19 and Fire Giant. Some insane recovery frames with this weapon skill as well. Takes a while before you can do anything after using the skill. Absolutely fantastic. What else is missing from this run? Then that's that. Nice, there's a one I hit at least. Schmack. I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time to get excited at all. This weapon is so bad. Like, I don't know how the damage is. Maybe it's the keen infusion, but somehow the damage is like seriously so bad. Outside the weapon skill, the weapon skill has okay damage, but it's not that easy to spam the weapon skill. Braveful strikes. Surely Malenia's Great Rune would be the meta, yes. That would change the run drastically, and I should immediately get it. Butchering Knife in Demon Souls had 3-way scaling, 2S and 1A. Quite a bit different than Elden Ring version. Also super armor on almost all its attacks, what the hell. It's not even DLC worthy, like I'm 99.9% sure that I won't do DLC. Especially because there's Body Butchering Knife in the DLC. We'll get that weapon one day and I'm forced to do the DLC with Body Butchering Knife. It's almost the same than this. And I'm gonna do the DLC with that weapon, so... And because this just kind of sucks, I feel like I won't be bothered. Gonna save my time and sanity. Body Butchering Knife is non-infusible. This one is actually infusible. That's quite a big difference. It has a unique issue for... Apparently there's some sort of bug with the Body Butchering Knife. It stores its healing with the Ashufar or something. I'm not exactly sure how it even works. But yeah, the biggest difference is the infusibility. This one being the infusible one. Braveful Strikes really is not a spammable Asher form. Plus 25 at least. Mally.
I will not have it stolen from me again.
Oh god. Of course. You usually don't do that. But I should have waited. You also usually don't do that against me. But I failed to dodge the roar, so it's a little bit different than usually. Hey, I can get the full health with R1s. Amazing. That was for the first time during this run. Don't dodge. Fuck. Don't dodge. Don't dodge. Thank you. I'm very bad at faking emotions and faking excitement. I guess that's not a bad thing necessarily, but if I'm annoyed, it can be seen. Also, if I'm happy, it can be seen. Right now, I'm just annoyed by this weapon. Gideon.
ELDEN RING. To become a what a sad state of affairs.
At least Gideon gets stomped by the Shadow Claw. It's also very slow.
Queen Margit has high hopes for us, and we continue to struggle unto eternity.
I know in my bones. Free God. No bling. Perhaps a stagger. Or perhaps not. There we go. Well, a smooth Godfrey. This fight is also always like enjoyable with even shittier weapons. It's a good fight, and at least the fight takes longer with bad weapons. That's 80 ducks. Ready beast. started to practice to jump I think I'm usually a bit late. It is possible to jump that attack though. Yeah, you gotta be quite early with the jump. I like it though, it's very stylish. What? I never get hit by that. Oh yeah, you can get heals from here as well. Even though he's dead already. Not that it mattered at all. Because I wasn't able to get the full health. Wow, nicely. Oh my god. Ezt again. And we're done. It was relatively fast at least, but of course I didn't do anything extra. No extra bosses, no nothing. Time to rate the weapon and move on. Sometimes it do be like that, yes. Obviously not every weapon is amazing. There's some stinker ones. Yeah, it's kinda ass. Like honestly, I should be harsh with this rating, and I'm going to be. It's actually D tier. I did not like that at all. Actually, for the most parts, I freaking hate it. It's top of D-. It's better than Inquisitor's Trandol at least. That's about it. I didn't like it, not one bit. D- for Butchering Knife.